Welcome, my resilient wanderers, my nomadic night owls of the parking lot ecosystem. You've stumbled, limped, or strategically shuffled your way back to Hobo Road, where we embrace the thrilling intersection of survival, senior discounts, and a body that now audibly complains when it gets out of a sleeping bag. Now, today we're not talking about titanium tent stakes or tactical bottle openers. No. This is the real gear list. The kind of stuff you carry when you're homeless over 60 and your joints are being held together by a combination of spite, caffeine, and cheap Chinese knee braces. Let's dive in. 1. Walking cane with personality. This isn't just a cane, it's a lifestyle. It's a swagger stick. It says, I may have lost my home, my job, and 3 vertebrae, but I still have a weapon with a rubber foot. Useful for walking, poking at sketchy trash, and brandishing at distant teenagers who look like they might be about to ask you questions. 2. Grabber tool. Yes, the arm extender 5000, because bending over is now something we only do with emotional preparation and proper footing. This little tool saves your spine, your pride, and prevents the tragic slow motion moment of realizing you've dropped your only spoon under the bus. 3. Pill organizer. This isn't just medication storage, it's your daily sanity map. 7 days, AM and PM, color-coded because, well, your memory left around the same time your cartilage did. If it's Tuesday and your Monday pills are full, congratulations. You've entered a new dimension. 4. Compression socks. They're not sexy, they're not cool, but they will keep your ankles from swelling into a pair of angry balloons after walking 10 miles on bad sidewalks and worse decisions. Putting them on is cardio. Taking them off is a tactical operation. But in between, sweet vascular stability. 5. Orthopedic insoles. Let me paint you a picture. You're walking 6 miles with a full pack, your knees are negotiating a labor strike, and your arches are screaming in Morse code. Then you remember you slipped some memory foam joy into your boots. These insoles, they are the difference between cursing fate and politely grumbling at it. 6. Insulated mug with lid, coffee stays hot, soup stays soupy, and if you forget about it for 3 hours while you nap on a park bench, it'll still be warm enough to pretend you planned it that way. Also, a lid means fewer bugs doing cannonballs into your beverage, which you know is progress. 7. Hot hands warmers. They're like, little pocket miracles. Shake them. Hold them. Question whether they're witchcraft. Stick them in your gloves, your shoes, your waistband if you're feeling daring. They don't solve winter, but they make it suck slightly less. 8. Simplified multi-tool. Don't let the gear snobs fool you. You don't need a 27-function tactical octopus. You need 3 things. A blade that opens cans, a can opener that won't dislocate your wrist, and a screwdriver you might use once a month. Anything else is just extra metal to jab you in the thigh at 3 a.m. 9. Headlamp. You only have 2 hands, and one of them is usually holding a ramen packet or fending off a raccoon with unreasonable confidence. The headlamp is illumination independence. Plus, it keeps people from sneaking up on you because, glowing forehead. 10. Wide-brimmed hat, sun, rain, seagull poop, judgmental glances. This hat deflects them all. It's the last line of defense between you and a sunburned scalp that peels like discount wallpaper. And it says, I've seen things, I've weathered things, and I don't pay for haircuts anymore. 11th. Emergency blanket. Crinkle edition. Yes, the space-age tinfoil tarp that sounds like a snack bag and feels like a baked potato wrapper. Not subtle, not quiet, but warm enough to make you rethink your opinions about science. Also, the sound scares raccoons, usually. 12th, notebook and pen. In an age of smartphones, this is analog therapy. You can log your gear, draft your manifesto, or draw a duck in a helmet. It keeps your mind moving when your body needs a break, and paper doesn't ask you to charge it or update anything. 13. Peanut butter packets. These are divine gifts. Calories, protein, flavor, and a little bit of comfort in a world that forgot to send an invite. They're shelf-stable emotional support. Bonus, doubles as zipper lubricant, primitive wall adhesive, and, in desperate times, denture glue. Crunchy or smooth, depends how much dignity you're willing to surrender. 14th. First aid kit in a Ziploc bag. Let's be honest. This isn't a kit. It's a Ziploc full of sketchy Band-Aids, expired aspirin, and maybe a paperclip you think might help with a blister. It's not pretty. But when you're bleeding, you'd be amazed what a little gauze and duct tape can do. Just ignore the part where half the stuff says, Best Buy 2017. 15. Wraparound sunglasses. You don't wear these to look cool. You wear them because your eyes now squint automatically at the concept of sunlight. They're big, they're bold, they make you look like an aging action hero who couldn't afford retirement, and they block both UV rays and awkward eye contact with authority figures. 16. Folding camp stool. You don't sit on curbs anymore. Curbs are for the young and the limber. This stool unfolds with the grace of a weary crane and saves you from that moment when your knees ask, "You sure about this?" Bonus. Works as a footrest, table, or makeshift moral high ground. 17. Magnifying glass. A real one. Not a toy. Not a novelty. A proper, hand-sized lens of truth. For when your reading glasses aren't cutting it, and the expiration date on your can of soup has become a philosophical debate, also useful for burning ants if you're feeling nostalgic and morally ambiguous. 18. Phone with loud ringtone and big display. This isn't just a phone. It's your alarm clock, flashlight, weatherman, emergency contact, and occasional emotional support animal. The ringtone is loud enough to wake you in nearby wildlife, and the big display means you can actually read text instead of pretending you could. 19th, face mask from the COVID years. Ah yes, a relic, a souvenir, a tool of modern anonymity. This isn't just a mask anymore. It's a shield for when you don't feel like explaining your face to the world. Hides your missing dentures. Conceals your disapproving grimace when someone says homeless trash, and for a brief moment, makes you invisible in a world that stares too much. So there you go. 19 glorious, weird, practical, mildly depressing items you actually carry when you're surviving out here with a bit of age, a pinch of wisdom, and a body that sounds like Rice Krispies when you stand up. If you made it this far, congratulations. Your attention span is still intact. Hit the thumb, click the bell, do the dance, or don't. I'm not the boss of your internet. So keep walking, keep warm, and remember, survival over 60 isn't about looking cool, it's about staying vertical. I hope your road is a good one. And if you're homeless, I hope it doesn't suck for you. Peace.